Guys, can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. All good? Yes. Yeah, apologies. You know what? It was my mic. I had it on mute. Yeah. So yeah, guys, as I said, man, obviously Real Madrid versus Manchester City, one of the games of the round in the Champions League. There's a lot riding on this game. You think of Xabi Alonso under pressure. There's been rumors that if Real Madrid lose this game, then Xabi Alonso loses his job. So again, it's going to be a tough game for Real Madrid. You look at Man City, obviously under Pep, been in good form lately, and again, their last game was a loss to Bayer Leverkusen. So you'll be thinking that they'll be trying to definitely get the 3 points against Real Madrid and try and cement themselves into the next round, the round of 16, with 2 matches to be played after this one. So yeah, there's going to be a lot riding on this game. Obviously, Real Madrid's team, guys, we're going to go through it. Obviously, there's a notable absentee from their team. But you got Thibaut Courtois in goal, the back four of Valverde at right back, Rudiger, Raul Asensio, and Alvaro Fernandez, formerly of Manchester United, at left back. And then you've got midfield, which is quite surprising. But again, Camavinga's out injured. But you got Aurelien Tchouameni in midfield with Dani Ceballos and Jude Bellingham playing slightly ahead. And then the front three, which is Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., and Gonzalo Garcia. And again, if anyone remembers Gonzalo Garcia, again, he was the one that scored those goals in pre-season for Real Madrid. And obviously, we all thought that, I definitely thought that he was definitely going to be leading the line. Well, not leading the line, but definitely be figuring a lot more than he has done. But obviously, Mbappe on the bench, obviously with that slight injury. And the whole game was built up for Mbappe versus Erling Haaland. And again, it's been a bit of a letdown, let's be honest. But I think nonetheless, it should be a good game. I actually think, in a funny way, remember when I said, if Real Madrid play against any of the top teams, whether it's in La Liga or definitely the Champions League, I said if Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. both play together, I've always taken a keen interest in to say that I just don't know if Real Madrid have what it takes to get over the line in the big games with those teams. I'm sorry, with those players in the team, because I think you've got two players in Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe who are superstars in their own right. And against the bigger teams, you'd think that you've got you would want to have at least one of those players being able to help the team out and track back. But I think when you've got two big profiles like those two, something has to give. And I think the fact that Mbappe is missing, maybe it could be Vinicius Jr.'s chance to shine and be the go-to guy. Again, Rodrigo's back in the team, and it's the wide players from, you would say from last season. And obviously definitely when Ancelotti was in charge, when they had Benzema as well. And as I said, man, I think it's one of them things where I think, I'm going to say they could get a result in a funny way because Mbappe's not there. Because I think you're going to look at Vinicius Jr. to step up, Rodrigo to step up as well. So, again, yeah, it could be something to watch out for. But I think we have to say going into this game, I think City might be the slight favourites. But it's all on Real Madrid to do. We're going to go through the Man City team. Again, no surprises. I think that team that they've got there, I think it is the expected team. And I think it was the lineup that played against that beat Sunderland. So they're unchanged. So Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal. The back four, which is probably their first choice back four now, of Matthias Nunez, Ruben Diaz, Josko Gvardiol, and Nico O'Reilly. Again, what's his name they bought in the summer from Wolves, Eight Nouri. Again, he's still coming back to fitness. Obviously he's a left back as well. But O'Reilly's been very good. No Rodri, no Stones. You got Nico Gonzalez playing as the deepest line midfielder. No Kovacic as well. Bernardo Silva for me has been. It's a weird one with Bernardo Silva because this is a guy for me, that is a number 10, but he's kind of become like a jack of all trades. He plays everywhere, but in his position. And obviously he's the club captain now as well. But he's going to be in there with Nico Gonzalez for the legs. Phil Foden, obviously in great form at the moment. And then you've got Ryan Cherky, Jeremy Doku, and Erling Haaland, And the way Cherky played last game and the form that Doku's been on as well, as well as Foden, I expect those three to cause problems to Real Madrid's backline. And then you've got Erling Haaland, as we know, hasn't scored, I think, I believe he hasn't scored in his last 2 games, I think it might be. But again, give him a chance, and you'd expect him to pull it away, man. So, yeah, man, it's going to be a good game, I believe. And kickoff's at 8 o'clock, so we've got 20 minutes to kick off. And, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this game, no doubt. And as I said, I think my score prediction, I'm going to say 2-1 Man City. But I do think the fact that Mbappe's not playing, it could actually work in Real Madrid's favour, funny enough. Because I think Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. will look at it as a point to prove, you know. So, yeah, I think it might be that. But who knows, man. Expecting a lot of goals tonight and don't want to see a 1-0 ball fest, as there's a possibility that both sides cancel each other out. But again, I think in these kind of games, I think this is the problem it creates. I'm just looking at Real Madrid's Man City's bench. You know what? Man City's bench is ridiculous. They got Trafford on the bench. Bettinelli is obviously third choice keeper. You got Reinders, Ake, Marmouche, Eight Nouri, Savinho, Kusanov, Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis. And I'll tell you what, yeah, that bench there is strong from Man City. To think that they've got no Rodri as well, no Kovacic, and no John Stones to add to that, you know what? They've actually got a mad bench when you actually look at it. They've got a mad bench, Man City. And I think it kind of goes under the radar at just how good their squad is. To think that they've got Donnarumma starting with Nunes, Diaz, Gavardio, O'Reilly, Silva, Gonzalez, Foden, Cherky, Doku, Haaland. They've got Trafford, Bettinelli, Reinders, Ake, Marmouche, Eight Nouri, Savinho, Kusanov, Bob, Lewis. And then there's no Stones, Rodri, and Kovacic. And they can still field a bench like that and a starting 11. I'm telling you now, man, listen, they're going to take some stopping. And I think they've probably hit some form as well at the right time. 2 points behind Arsenal in the league. And obviously, they'll be thinking to themselves, this game, nothing less than, well, I'll say nothing less than 3 points, but they'll definitely be expecting to pick up a point or three in this game. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. Man City's squad is on steroids. Yeah, listen, their squad's ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. But yeah, my prediction for this game, I'm gonna say 2-1 to Man City. But I think it's gonna be a tight game. Yeah. What's up, Gav? Nearly fully recovered from my surgery. Big up, man. Big up. I think I'm gonna have to go for surgery myself soon, to be fair. But yeah, no, hope you're recovering well, man. So, surgery is never a good thing, man. I've had surgery, I think, once on my shoulder, and obviously I've got possibility of another surgery coming up as well. So, but yeah, no. Apart from that, all good, all good. Just going through some of your messages. Uh, yeah, big up, man. Big up. To be fair, I feel fine. I feel fine. But yeah, man. Haven't been getting too much sleep lately, man. So need to be catching up on the sleep. But yeah, man, it's been a busy day today, to be fair. But I'm all good. Big up. Big up to Gamer as well. Big up. Guys, what we saying of the backdrop? Everyone liking the backdrop? Kane, Mbappe, Haaland. Obviously, Mbappe's not playing tonight. He's on the bench. So I've heard rumours that if Alonso doesn't win, he might get the sack. But I don't believe those rumours that much. Yeah, listen, I've heard the same thing. And again, he's under pressure because Real Madrid haven't been playing well. So yeah, I think if he does lose tonight, and if they get well and truly beaten, I think he could go. So we'll have to wait and see, man. But yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it? Who are Newcastle? Oh, Newcastle got by Leverkusen, ain't they? Yeah. I think they're playing by Leverkusen. Looking forward to watching CHERKI play, man, tonight. Top player, man. Yeah, big up, man. Big up. 6-hour surgery last year. Madness. I had 7 breaks, 4 fractured big toe break, shock absorber break, and a knee compression. Boy, that's crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I've never had that bad, but big up to Christopher McGrath, man, because that sounds serious, man. That sounds serious. But let's hope you're all in one condition now, man, because yeah, that don't sound good, man. Guys, anyone been hearing any of the Manchester United news lately? What's the news lately? I've heard there's been some news on Kobe Minu. Um, Anyone got any news? If you have, make sure you put that in the chat as well, because I haven't been keeping a track of it lately. I think it's nice, that you can do Champions League football during the midweek and give Manchester United a break, because watching Manchester United has been painful this season, and the fact that you can tune into Champions League, is more relaxing for me today, man, or tonight, should I say? CHERKI will be the world's best player at least once in his career. He's generally one of the only players that excite me when they get on the ball. Yeah, I hear it, man. I hear it. And this is what I said before. You look at football now, there ain't too many Mavericks in football at this moment in time. The only players that I could say, I mean, if you look in the Premier League, for instance, yeah, the only players that I kind of rate that are Mavericks or players that are special, I mean, I'm looking at Cole Palmer. I'm looking at Amad Diallo, even though he's playing at wing back. I think Xerxes is a special footballer as well. Ryan Cherky, no doubt, is a special footballer. Jack Grealish, Iliman NDI. I think these guys are special footballers. And again, there's not really too many. And then I go to Spain. You know, you got Yamal, you got Pedri. Um, I like Julian Alvarez. I don't know if Julian Alvarez is special, but I like Julian Alvarez. I think Julian Alvarez is a very good player, but I wouldn't put him in the Pedri and Yamal conversation. I think Frankie De Jong has to be in that as well. I think he's a special footballer as well, even though he's been a bit injury prone. Um, Trying to think again. There's not too many. Vitinha for sure. Um, I think Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. I think they'll be put in that as well. Michael Elise. I think Harry Kane in a different way. He's not like a flair player, Harry Kane, with the ones that I'm mentioning. But again, there ain't too many special footballers right now that are playing regularly, um, in my opinion. You know, and it just shows you where football's at now. Just shows you. So what's this? So Xerxes wants to fight for his place at United instead of going out on loan. Not seen anything about Kobe though. And you know what? I rate it. I rate it because the fact that there's talk about Xerxes and Kobe leaving this club in January is all on the manager. Because as I said, I'm gonna keep saying the same thing. You know, these two players for me are gonna outlast this manager. You know, they're gonna outlast this manager, and they have to. They have to. Guys, bear me 1 minute. Just gonna just. So yeah, nothing on Kobe. I heard there's like about 12 teams that are after Kobe at the moment. No news about football, but Chris Jericho contract ends in a few weeks. LA Knights out for 6 weeks. What? Because of what happened with Bronson Reed and the tsunami. Mad. Big up to Babs One Diva for the super sticker. Big up. Big up. Guys, as well, if you guys want to view the my boxing fight I just recently had, then obviously it's over on my members only section. No marks on you, so I better say big congrats, fella. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So Julian Alvarez is a good footballer, but I think the media overhyped him since he won the World Cup at 18 or 19. You know what? I disagree. I disagree. I don't think he's overhyped. I mean, what kind of overhypement are we looking at? Because I've not seen anyone say that he's the best player in the world. But I think at Atletico Madrid, he's definitely, I would say, their best player right now. In terms of attack, I know they got obviously Sorloth's there as well, scoring goals. But he's kind of taken over the mantle from Anton Griezmann. I know Griezmann's still there, but Griezmann is not really a starter like that no more. Alvarez is kind of taking over that, as I say, that kind of mantle. Um, Hendrick making me laugh. What's Hendrick doing? Any predictions for tonight, Gav? Guys, give me a list of the games that are going on tonight because I can't remember all the games. I know Arsenal are playing Slavia Prague. Um, I think I've seen them. They've made a whole host of changes as well. But for tonight's game, I'm gonna say I think City. I think City might win this 2-1, but I don't know. I got a crazy feeling, yeah, that Real Madrid are gonna do something. I don't know because I'm looking at the fact that Mbappe is not playing, and I think you're losing your top scorer and your most efficient player so far this season, but you might get a better Vinicius Junior and a better Rodrigo. Who knows? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Two of the best keepers in the world right now as well in Donnarumma and Thibaut Courtois. But yeah, nice. I'm gonna say 2-1 Man City, but it wouldn't surprise me if Real Madrid win. If I'm honest. Guys, some key battles out tonight, man. Obviously, Mbappe. Looking at Mbappe versus Haaland. Um, Vinicius Junior versus Ryan Cherky. Obviously Foden versus Bellingham. Donnarumma versus Courtois. You know, who comes out on top, respectively, for their teams. You know, this Bellingham versus Foden one is going to be interesting because you would probably say, yeah, in a funny way, they're two players that are battling for a position in the national team as it stands, and that's not even as a starter, by the way. I think they're two players that are battling for a place in the national team in the squad. So at this moment in time, for me, Phil Foden's ahead. But let's see, man. Let's see if Bellingham can respond. So Arsenal versus Arsenal playing Club Brugge. Not is it Club Brugge they're playing? I thought they were playing Slavia Prague. Um, so Arsenal away to Club Brugge. You know what? I can see that being a draw. You know, because I know they've made a lot of changes. I think Christian Norgard's playing. I think Norgard is playing at centre back. So that could prove a bit of a problem. So I'm gonna say Arsenal and Bruges to draw. Newcastle versus Bayer Leverkusen. I mean Bayer Leverkusen, to be fair, beat Man City in game week 5. So yeah, so I'm gonna say Newcastle Leverkusen draw. Don't know if Newcastle can nick it. To be fair, I don't know, but I'll probably say a draw. Yeah, Newcastle Leverkusen. So I'm pretty sure they called him Kid Messi or something like that. And the second anyone gets compared to those types of players, it just makes me sigh because no one should be compared to Messi at 19. Yeah, you can't compare no one to Messi, man. Messi's an anomaly. But again, as I said, man, you've got some special players out there at the moment. Lamine Yamal being one of them. Um, as I said, it's an era that we're watching now, where there's more average players than there is special players, which is the norm, really. But it's a shame, man, that the game's just been ruined by athletes now, really. You know. No, I missed the Liverpool game yesterday, but I know they won 1-0 against Inter Milan, penalty from Dominic Szoboszlai. Um, and it's mad because how ironic is it that I think a lot of people thinking that they would have got beaten over in Italy, but that's given him some definite respite, man. Going into the next game, I'm not even sure Liverpool are playing next game, but yeah, the whole Mo Salah thing. You know what I mean? It's one of them things now where you could probably see like a siege mentality from the players rallying around the coach. Who knows? But what Salah done really was make it all about himself because Salah hasn't been playing well. And I said this at the time when Salah done that. What Salah's gonna do is look at the fact that he's got it's a penalty already. No way. It's a penalty already. Nah, no way. Oh, okay. He's talking about the Sabozlai one, yeah. But yeah, no. What I would say is that Mo Salah was gonna draw onto the fact that you know he's scored goals for Liverpool, he's won trophies for Liverpool, he's got a fan base on his side, so he's just gonna draw onto that and try and use that in what's going on there? Vinny penalty. Oh hey, listen, Vinicius Junior. Guys, I told you, yeah. Vinicius Junior is gonna have something in his. He's gonna have a bonnet. He's gonna have a battery in his back, man, for this match because everything's been about Mbappe, yeah, and he's now got to be the one that steps up. Is that a foul? Yeah, it's a foul. Is it? Yeah, it's a foul. Oh, it's outside the box. Oh, okay. No penalty then. Free kick, yeah. Yeah, no, it looked like it's definitely a foul, but you can see where Nunes kicked him was outside the box, yeah. Wonder if he lays it off to Valverde. Ooh. Oh, hey, breakaway. Breakaway. Play CHERKI. Hey, Rudiger's a fool, you know. Rudiger. Guys, what are you making of Man City's kit? I like Man City's kit, you know. Do you like that kit? Ah, CHERKI's different, you know. Good ball. Good ball. Good ball. All right, listen, it's been a lively start, man, from Real Madrid. And I told you, Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo, yeah? Telling you now, they're gonna have something to prove. They're gonna have something to prove. Great ball. Vinny 1-on-1 against Diaz. Done well. Ushered him away from goal. Good defending. Good defending from Diaz. Ushered him away from goal as well. Oi, Cherki. Remember that 3-3 tie some years back? I can't actually. I can't. Run me through it. 3 what? Man City, Real Madrid. 3-3. I can't remember that. Was that at the Etihad? Or was that at Bernabeu? You know what I like about Cherki, yeah, is that Cherki does everything at his own pace, at his own speed. Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember now. Yeah, Gavardio, Foden, and Valverde. Yeah, I remember. Hey, by Leverkusen 1-0 up. Robert Antrich. Newcastle getting beat. Yeah, 1-0 by Leverkusen. Robert Andrich. Hey, to be fair, Doku's had a very good season. He had a very good season so far. Guys, what do you reckon? Do you reckon Mo Salah leaves first, or do you reckon it's on a slot? I know on our show the other day, on Monday, with myself, Fitz, and Jonas. I know Jonas said that he reckons Arne Slot leaves before Mo Salah. I'm not so sure, you know. I think Salah leaves before Slot. You know, you think of January round the corner, AFCON coming up. Who knows? Well, what do you guys think anyway? Do you think Salah goes first, or do you think Slot will get sacked before that? Bruno Guimaraes own goal. So what you saying? They both could go, yeah. Haaland's hardly been in this game. Played Rodrigo. Good flick from Bellingham. Vinny's causing problems though. Vinicius Junior started the game more. Yes. Boy, Rodrigo. Big up. So you are United got pictures of Real Madrid. That's sad. Boy, well, unless you can construct a proper sentence, man, I can't really understand what you're saying. Benfica 1-0 up. Richard Rios. So you are United got pictures of Real Madrid. That's sad. Boy, when a man can't even construct a sentence, we just think, let's just bypass that, innit? You know what I mean? Don't give it any airtime. Big up. Yeah, Rodrigo's wearing Adidas now. Okay. He's been non-existent, man, but Rudiger's gonna try and rough him up. Nah, bro, no hate watch around here, man. I don't do hate watches. That's childish, man. I don't do no hate watches. Just watching a game between two teams throughout. If you look at the last 10 years, have been two of the top teams in the Champions League, man. And again, it's a massive game for Real Madrid because if Real Madrid get beat, you'd have to think that's the end of Xabi Alonso. And again, Man City getting beat by Bayer Leverkusen in match day 5, you'd have to say it's a must-win game for them. And if they do, that should probably make them a bit more comfortable for the next round of 16. So yeah, man, it's crazy. But as a red, you must want Madrid to win, though, Gav. To be honest with you, man, I just want to see a good game of football. Like, I don't care if Madrid or City win because Man United, we're not in this competition and we're far from it. So, as I said, man, I just want to see a good game of football, you know, and just see the best players or the talented players shine. That's all I want to see, really. If Man City win the game, they win the game. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, bro. I hear it. I hear it fits, man. But as I said, man, I'm not one of those fans that because I'm a Manchester United fan, I don't want Man City to win a Champions League game that we're not in. I'm not fussed who wins really. I just want to see a good game of football. That's what I enjoy. But you know, done well there, Bernardo Silva. So you are a Manchester United fan, and you got a picture of Mbappe behind you. That is a disgrace. But you're not in a Champions League, so suppose you have to do something. Yeah, it's called a picture. Um, you clown. It's a picture. Just because I've got a picture of Haaland, Mbappe, and Harry Kane, it's because I'm doing a watch along, which is Manchester City versus Real Madrid, and two of the players that are involved in this game um, play for the two teams. That's why I've got the background. Um, I'm sorry if your life shit. Arsenal 1-0, Madueke. Hey, boy, doing what Saka can't, boy. Listen, if your life shit, Tiger King, man, no one asked you to come on here. It's that simple, man. But you're coming on there just talking shit, really. Saying that I'm a Man United fan, but I've got these on the back. I'm not just a Man United fan. Yeah, I'm a football fan. I'm a student of football. So any team, um, I'm a football fan, man. So yeah, I'm not your average fan, put it that way, that just has a bias to their team or doesn't know too much about other teams. I'm well versed in whatever team you want to talk about. So it's a football channel. So as I said, man, if you're not gonna come on here and contribute to the channel, you're not forced to be here. Simple as that. Boy, John Snake with the with the Metal Gear Solid liquid solid snake picture. Oh, Big Boss. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, Big Boss. You knew what I meant though anyway, so that's the main thing. Guys, 25 minutes in. What are we saying for this game so far? Who's looking the most? Oh, Nico O'Reilly's showing Valverde. Doku loves that, doesn't he? A little. Yeah, to be fair, the game's been okay. It's not really been that great, if I'm honest. But I think if there's an early goal, then you might see the game open up a little bit. Probably, who knows? Thing is though, City are playing quite high up the pitch. Look at their defense is already is in Real Madrid's half, so they're trying to condense the game really. But I guarantee you now, if Mbappe was playing, that defense line would be deep, 100%. If Mbappe was playing, there's no way Man City's line would be that high. 1-0, yeah. Rodrigo. What did I tell you about Rodrigo? I'm behind you guys. Then that's annoying. What are you guys watching it on? You guys watching it on Prime or you watching it on um, TNT Sports? So I must be behind. Rodrigo 1-0, yeah. Bernardo Silva got buoyed off there. Good finish. Rodrigo, good finish. You know what? Yeah, I was waiting for someone to say this. Yeah, Bellingham assist. Yeah. Now you know the funny thing is, yeah, this is what I'm trying to say to you with assists. Yeah, that's not technically an assist. He was just the last person that passed him the ball because it's not an I count an assist. Yeah, where the player is literally one on one with the keeper, and it's either a one touch finish or a shot on goal. If you watch the ball that Bellingham played, Rodrigo still had to get the ball out of his feet to then get the shot off. So literally, he was just the last touch. Look, so Rodrigo takes one touch, two touch, then shot. Bellingham was just the last person to play him the ball. And again, this is how assists are being counted now, which is an absolute disgrace, really. The great finish though. Rodrigo looks weird now, man. He looks like he's aged. He's like an old man. It's crazy. Yeah, listen, people. Yeah, they'll give it as a Bellingham assist, but again, if you just watch the pass that he done, you will see that you will see that it's not technically an assist. But again, we're in an era of football now where it's a mad game because they're giving assists for things that are not assists. You know what I mean? But as I said, if you see the pass, he played the pass and then it took Rodrigo one touch, two touch, then the strike. Yeah, Arsenal 1-0 up. Madueke scored. Guys, have you guys seen the news today as well? Apparently, Man United are what happened there. Apparently, Man United are looking at giving Sergio Ramos a contract. I'm not sure how true that is. I see it earlier today. I was thinking that can't be true. Yeah, Sergio Ramos, Man United. Has to be a joke. Yeah, big up to Fitz, man. 100%. 100%. That was not an assist. That he was just the last person to play him the ball. Ooh, Rodrigo slipped. Is he going off? No, he was going off. There you go. That is why Bruno's stats are crazy, because he's the last person to play the person on the ball. But then, if you actually watch that, if you actually watch the game and don't listen to commentators, you would think he's played a mad assist. But the reality is, he was the last person to play that person the ball, and it's not like it's an instant one touch finish or they're one on one with the keeper. It's always a little dribble or a touch and then score. But this is what they're giving assists for, unfortunately. You know, and again, the ball that Bellingham played to Rodrigo, it's a ball that 9 times out of 10 any player can play. Really, it wasn't like a defense splitting ball or nothing like that. It was just a pass to Rodrigo because he was the obvious choice, and then Rodrigo just took one touch, two touch. No one shut him down, and then he went across the keeper. You could probably say that Donnarumma probably should have got a hand to it. If we're being harsh, but 1-0, man, must win game for Real Madrid. Again, it's a must win for City because City got beat by Leverkusen as well. So good ball, Cherky. Cherky's ridiculous. Hey, Cherky's playing well. He's so intelligent with his passing, man. He's so intelligent with his passing. I'm telling you. Look at that. Hey, guys, I'm telling you now. You see Ryan Cherky, yeah. That is what you call a special footballer. That is what you call a special footballer. His intelligence, yeah, of his passing. His control, his strength is just ridiculous, man. Who do you think will win AFCON, Gav? So who do I think will win AFCON? Good question. Who do I think wins AFCON? Well, I mean, Egypt are the record holders, yeah. But if you look at the fact that you've got Marmoush is not playing games, Salah's been poor, and obviously we know what's happened to Salah at the moment, and they're their two crucial players. I mean, Ivory Coast have got Ahmad. Um, they've got a few other players as well. Cameroon are going to have Embuemo. Anana's been dropped. Trying to think who else. You know what? I'm gonna say, yeah. And again, it's just a guess. I'm gonna say I'm gonna look at Senegal. I don't know why, but I think Senegal got some decent players. You got Lamine Kamara from Monaco, El Hadji Malik Diouf from West Ham, Iliman Ndiaye. I think Mane might be still be there. Nicholas Jackson. I think got someone else as well, but I'm gonna say Senegal. Goal 1-1. 1-1. Nico O'Reilly. Gavardi 1-1, guys. Nico O'Reilly. All right, listen, Ryan Cherky, yeah, has been one of the best players on that pit on this pitch so far. I think him and Rodrigo have been the standouts so far. So yeah, I'm gonna say Senegal. I would love it to be Ivory Coast for or Cameroon. You got Morocco as well. Mazraoui. Who else they got? They got a few other players as well, but yeah, I think I'm gonna say Senegal or Ivory Coast. I'll look at go. Played Rodrigo. Hey, Rodrigo's a top player, man. That's why I wanted him at Man United. Obviously, it's never going to happen. But City should have signed Rodrigo. They should have. But him and Cherky have been the best two players on the pitch. Dortmund 1-0 up, yeah? I bet Gerassi scored again. What's Nunez doing? Taking the piss. Vinny just picked his pocket. No, it wasn't a lovely ball. These commentators are clueless. Lovely ball. It wasn't a lovely ball. What are they talking about? These commentators are clueless. Lovely ball. He put too much power on it. How's it a lovely ball? Oh, yeah, Julian Brandt. Okay. So Rodrigo's not been playing. He's hugging up Xabi Alonso for the start. Gerassi's not. Fabio Silva starting. Fabio Silva went to Dortmund. Yeah, Julian Brandt's their captain, isn't it? It's been a bit of a dull first half, though, really. Penalty shot, yeah? Rudiger again, you know. Rudiger. Rudiger again. 1-1 Dortmund and Bodo Glimt. 1-1. Let me see this. To be fair, I mean, I know he grabbed him, but if it's given, it's pretty harsh, to be honest with you. But you're always running the risk, man, especially in Champions League. Let me see. I don't think they'll give it. I think it's because they're at the burn. Penalty given, yeah? No way. It's pretty harsh. Nah, then you know what? Nah, it's a pen. It's a pen. Yeah, definitely a pen. And the thing is, yeah, Rudiger does this. You know, Rudiger's very emotional, and you can see from how early he started the game off with Haaland. He was always going to do that. Nah, don't assume it's a goal because Haaland from the penalty spot hasn't been that great. It's a pen, yeah. 2-1, yeah. Fitz, what are you watching this on? Are you watching this on Prime Sports? Um, or are you watching it on TNT? Because you're way ahead of me, man. I got a dodgy stream, yeah. Cool. I said 2-1 City, boy, and if it stays like this, I think second half you'll see some. I think you'll see a couple more goals though. Okay, good pen. Rudiger has not been the same since Madrid last won the Champions League. Yeah, I mean, well, he's been injured as well. But again, City are not City. Real Madrid are Real Madrid are a they're not great, man. To be honest with you, 2-1 City, boy. Guys, make sure you're smashing the like button and make sure you're subbing to the channel as well. Make sure you share the channel as well. Big up. Let's see this. Good save. Yeah, the CHERKI one was an easy save, but the Haaland one was a good reaction save. No, no. I mean the first save from Haaland was good, but the second one was second one was a save you expect him to make. A player of his standing. The second one was a routine save. The first one was a good reaction save. So I ain't gonna be getting too carried away with that. Like you'd expect that from Courtois. Oh yeah, PSG playing Athletic Bilbao. What, PSG at home for that one? For a man of his age, I swear Courtois is only 30. How's Courtois? Courtois is shit. Courtois 33. Didn't realize that. Who Courtois was younger than that. He's been on the scene for ages though. To be fair. Yeah, I said 2-1, and it's 2-1 at the moment, but I got a feeling there'll be more goals in the second half, to be honest. But Xabi Alonso, boy, under pressure. Yeah, Courtois 33, man. I thought he was slightly younger than that. Yeah, I can see why you thought that, man. Like I knew he was definitely in his 30s, but I didn't think he was 33. He's like, oh, CHERKI's taking the piss. CHERKI's taking the piss. CHERKI's taking the piss. Listen, what a player, man. Guys, anyone see the Barca game yesterday? Jules Koundé getting two headers. To be fair, it wasn't a great game, man. The first half was poor. You know, it's not until yeah, guys, half time, half time. It's not until yeah, but Barcelona are better than Madrid. You know, they are. For me, Barcelona have got two of the best players in the world. For me, in Lamine Yamal and Pedri. I think Pedri's unreal, man. As I said to you guys before, yeah, Pedri is the closest player that I've seen to Iniesta. Closest player in terms of temperament, in terms of quality on the ball, composure. Like, and obviously he's wearing the famous number 8 shirt that Iniesta made his own. Um, but yeah, Kunde, man, two headers. Obviously, first Barcelona player to score two-headed goals in the Champions League game. Um, but yeah, man, he's yeah, Pedri's unreal, man. Like he's one of my favorite players, man. One of my favorite players. And I never forget when Pedri come into the first team at Barca. Because remember, Barca bought Pedri from, I can't remember where they bought him from. Not Vallecano. They bought him from somewhere. I can't remember who it was. And when Pedri broke into the first team, Messi already co-signed it, saying that this guy is special. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, he's a top player. Yeah, Pedri's ridiculous, man. He's ridiculous. As I said, he's the closest player to Iniesta for me. Closest player, you know. And that is what you like. Pedri is someone who is just genuinely a world class player. When people start saying, "Oh, this player is world class, that player is world class," there's no debating Pedri. Like Pedri is just genuine world class. You know what I mean? There's no debate. You know, I think anyone that watches Pedri, you know, will not say that he's not world class. You know, I think one of the commentators yesterday said that Luis de la Fuente, who's Spain's manager, said that Pedri's the best midfielder in the world right now. It's hard to disagree with that. You know, you got Pedri, Vitinha, and Moises Caicedo for me. What's the score now? Man City Madrid. It's 2-1 to Man City. I called it at the start. I said 2-1 City. At the moment, it's going that way. Whether it stays that way is another thing. But nah, it wasn't Espanyol. It was Sporting. I want to say it was Sporting Gijon or something like that. But I'm gonna let me check now. I think it might have been Sporting Gijon or Rayo Vallecano or some team like that. So it was. Oh, it was Las Palmas. Okay, yeah, Las Palmas. They got him from, and that is what you call scouting. Because I'm telling you now, their scouting has made them get, you know, the best midfielder in the world for me. You know, he's that good. You know, and what if you look at Pedri's game now as well? Pedri's playing slightly deeper, where he can get on the ball and dictate. You know, he's almost doing what Frankie De Jong does. And again, Frankie De Jong, you know, he's had injuries. You know, I mean, again, how old is Frankie De Jong now? Let me check how old Frankie De Jong is, because I think De Jong might be almost touching 30 as well. Well, he's 28. So I mean, he's still 28, Frankie De Jong. But having a midfield of De Jong and Pedri, man, do you know what I mean? Crazy. So would I take Mo Salah at Man United? No, I wouldn't take Mo Salah. One, because I don't rate Mo Salah as a footballer. Um, and two, like it's not a surprise why he's performing the way he is, because he was always on a decline. So yeah, no, I wouldn't take Mo Salah, man. I've never really rated Salah. I mean, you have to respect his output in terms of goals, but again, you know, a lot of his goals are owed to the team. Really, it's owing to it's the team are the ones that is the one really that puts him in positions for him to score. Because if you look at his defensive work, it's non-existent. And again, he's a penalty taker as well. But in terms of his numbers can't be argued with. But in terms of the player himself, he ain't a great player. And yeah, there's no way I'll take Mo Salah at Man United. No way. But in terms of his career at Liverpool, I mean, it can't be argued really. He's had a very good career at Liverpool in terms of numbers. He's won a Champions League. He's won a couple of league titles, cups. Um, but as a player, nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. I mean, there's people that think like when I ask people this question, who would you rather have, Eden Hazard or Mo Salah? A lot of people say Mo Salah, which is unbelievable for me, because Eden Hazard for me is one of the best players to play in the Premier League, and Eden Hazard for me is above Mo Salah in terms of a footballer. You know, because Eden Hazard was more than just like if you look at Salah, for instance, what's the one thing that comes to mind when you think of Salah? Is goals. With Eden Hazard was just a magician. You know, he's a magician. Like, he's someone that you give the ball to him, and he'll just go and make things happen. And that's the way I like to see football played. Because if you're someone that's playing for a team and you create a lot of chances and you're tasked with being the main goal getter, why are we surprised if you're not scoring goals? Um, you know what I mean? So yeah, Eden Hazard all the way, man. Chat, let me know. What do you reckon? Would you guys take Mo Salah? I'm pretty sure I know what you guys are going to say. Haaland's in the put. Well, I did say, man, I've only got this backdrop because we're doing a Champions League watch along with Real Madrid, Man City, and obviously Harry. I know Harry Kane's in there, but they're three of the players that are the top three scorers in the world at the moment. What game are you watching? City versus Real Madrid. 2-1 to City at the moment. The thing is, these group games mean nothing really. It's when the knockouts come. The round of 16 is when the Champions League starts for me, because there's gonna be no um there's gonna be no kind of excuses now, because you got the round of 16 is when you're gonna get, you know, the teams that have done well, and you're not playing any easy teams really. So that's when it starts. Um yeah, big up to Tyre King, man. Listen, you ain't gotta be sorry, man. Just it is what it is, man. People make mistakes. But at least you're at least you're acknowledging your mistake, man. But it is what it is. Hi, bro. As a United supporter, City is winning this one, bro. Well, yeah, I said City will win this 2-1. Um, I did say that when Mbappe wasn't starting, that could have worked in Real Madrid's favour, because you're going to have Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo, two players that, since Mbappe's come to the club, have been on the periphery, really. The fact that Mbappe's not playing, it'd be up to them two to kind of lead the attack for Real Madrid. Rodrigo's got a goal, and Vinicius Junior has been threatening. So yeah, it's one of them things. Uh, what's wrong with this? Big up to to Foxy Danny as well for becoming a member for 2 months. Big up yourself each and every time. Gav, did you watch Liverpool Inter yesterday? I didn't see the game, but I see the highlights. To be honest with you, it's one of them games that by any means, by any means they needed to win. Liverpool, not just for the team, but for the manager, because the manager is under pressure. You know, obviously we all know about the comments from Mo Salah as well. You know, that would have made it more pressure for Liverpool going into that game, and the fact that they won it 1-0 against an Inter Milan team who defensively are very good, and it's not easy going away to play Inter in the San Siro. To be fair, that's going to give Liverpool more some confidence, you know. So yeah, as I said, I didn't watch the game, but I see the highlights, and obviously Szoboszlai got the penalty. But I heard that what's his name, Isak was underwhelming yet again. Uh, so yeah, man, it's a long season for Liverpool, put it that way. But I think in the immediate future is what's going to happen with Mo Salah and what's going to happen with the manager. I think those are two things that they'll need to get sorted out. Um, and as it stands right now, you know, because I remember on Monday, Jonas did say that he thinks that Slot's going to go before Mo Salah. I think I'm going to go slightly the other way. I think Salah leaves before Slot, because I think the fact that Salah's going to AFCON very soon, and then you've got the January transfer window, you know, it could be an opportunity for things to happen, you know. And again, the fact that Liverpool won yesterday, you know, it's probably going to give Slot a bit more breathing space. So who knows, man? Who knows? But big up for the question. Uh, uh, Mbappe makes the team worse. I think what Mbappe does, Madueke's got two. My God, could Madueke keep Bukayo Saka out of the team on the weekend? That's the question. Um, I think with Mbappe, yeah, the balance with Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, and Rodrigo. You know, I did say it was never going to work, because if you look at all three of those players are left wingers. I know Mbappe's playing through the middle, but Mbappe is really a left winger. And you've got Vinicius Junior, who's a left winger, and even though Rodrigo does play on the right, he's a left winger. So you've got three left wingers all playing in the front three. Now, you know, the fact that Vinicius Junior was more or less the superstar before Mbappe came. Mbappe coming to the club has now put Vinicius Junior into his shell. So, you know, it's one of them things now where Mbappe, in terms of numbers for himself, has been a good signing, but probably for the balance of the team and the camaraderie of the team, it's probably not been a great signing in that sense. But again, you can't blame Mbappe, because Mbappe's come and done his job in terms of getting goals. And at times, he has saved Real Madrid. Well, I say at times, majority of the times. But there's no denying that Real Madrid are struggling at the moment, you know. And could that be, like, put it this way, would they have been better off not signing Mbappe and signing probably a proper striker, central striker, like a link man, and then having Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo either side? Would they have been better? That's the question, you know. But to say that he's makes the team worse is difficult because he has been getting goals for Real Madrid, but should he have been signed in the first place? The answer is probably, in hindsight, you'd probably say if Vinicius Jr. wasn't there, Mbappe could be the left winger. But then obviously Mbappe's been getting goals, so it's kind of hard to say that he shouldn't have been signed. You know what I mean? It's difficult. Julian Brandt scored again. He's got two. Do you think Eric Ten Hag will go back to Man United? Nope. Nope. There's no way Ten Hag goes back to Man United. Why would Man United go and hire Ten Hag? I mean, to think that Ten Hag's done a better job than Ruben Amorim is scary, but yeah. Gav, did you hear United interested in Sergio Ramos? I don't know if it is true, but a rumor, bro. Yeah, listen, I spoke about that. Anthony Gordon scored a penalty again. My God, how many penalties that guy won? Yeah, I spoke about it earlier. I heard it today actually. I don't know what to make of this, if I'm honest. Sergio Ramos for me is arguably one of the best defenders, not of his generation, but I would have to say, if we're talking about the top, the top 10, he's definitely in the top 10 for me. But he's what, 30, 35, 36, I think he might be. Why would Man United go and get Ramos? For what reason now? I don't really understand it. I don't understand it. If Ramos was like 29, but again, if he was 29, he'd still be at Real Madrid now. So yeah, I don't really understand the Ramos one. But I did see it today, yeah. But it doesn't really make sense to me. Doesn't really make sense. I want Kane at Madrid. Do you know what? Harry Kane's next move is going to be interesting. The only way Harry Kane would go to a Real Madrid is if Vinicius Jr. went, because that would mean Mbappe can play from the left and then Kane can play through the middle. But then again, you know, why would they be going for someone that's the wrong side of 30? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's odd. But Harry Kane's next move will be interesting because I touched on this before. Harry Kane is what, 32, I think now, 31, 32. And it's one of them things where if he was to come back to the Premier League, like, there's not really teams that he could go to. He's not going to go to Man City because Haaland's there. He's not going to go to Liverpool because they've spent big money on Isak and Ekatike. Who does Burnham think he is? Burnham, hey guys, did anyone just see that from Burnham? That's Burnham needs to know that's not in his game thinking. That isn't Burnham's game. Like, he'd be better just putting his foot through the ball. Like, leave that to Rodrigo. Look, Rodrigo's putting it to him on a plate, and he thinks he can think, man. What's he doing? That ain't your game, Burnham. That ain't your game. That's not your game. So yeah, so Kane can't go to City or Liverpool. The Chelsea one, they've spent on João Pedro and Delap. And again, are they going to want someone that's the wrong side of 30? I mean, if Harry Kane was available and go to Chelsea, then you can't really turn it down. But they're probably looking for a bit of a younger player. Let me see, it's from CHERKI. Ooh. Man United, again, they spent a big outlay on Sesko. Obviously, Xerxes still there as well. And Xerxes should be the main striker anyway. And again, why would you go for a player that's 32, 33? Um, who else is there? Newcastle, no. Walter Marder's there. Vissa. So again, yeah, it's quite limited to where Harry Kane can go when you think about it. Back to Tottenham, you know. Barcelona, another one, but I don't see why Barca would just. Barca are looking to get rid of Lewandowski, who's going on a free transfer. Why would you go in the market to get someone that's a couple of years younger than him, rather than getting someone that is, you know, in their mid 20s if they're available? So yeah, I just don't see it, man. Came with Madrid. I don't know. If Vinicius Junior does go, then and they play Mbappe from the left, then it could be a possibility. Benfica 2-0, yeah, against Napoli. Guys, make sure we're smashing the likes and make sure we're subbing to the channel as well if we're new in there. I think we're six short of 1,830. So yeah, make sure you sub to the channel, guys, if you're new in there as well. Would Yamal go to United? Yamal's never leaving Barca. Yamal's gonna do a Messi. Yamal's not going anywhere. Why would Yamal leave Barca? He's come through the academy, um, through La Masia. He's got a number 10 shirt on. You know, he's the best player in the world. He's gonna be. I mean, I don't know about future captain. I don't know if he's a captain material, but yeah, Yamal has no reason to leave Barcelona. And again, Barca are never gonna sell him. And if you did want to get Yamal, you're looking at spending 3-0 Martinelli. You're looking at spending. I think the starting bid would be 200 mil. That'll be the starting, and 200 million probably won't even get them to the table. So yeah, there's no way Yamal's going to leave. Yeah, never going to happen. Yeah, 3-0 Arsenal, man. But why are we surprised? They're playing Club Brugge. Oh, hey, Doku's just taken Valverde for a fall there. What's he going to do? Good defending from Dani Ceballos. Good tackle. Yeah, guys, Arsenal 3-0. Martinelli's got the third one. I'll tell you now, Martinelli scored goals in this Champions League, though. He has got goals in his Champions League, but again, there's nothing really to take away from these games because round of 16 is where you're going to see what really goes on. You know, because that's the crucial one. All these group games it's good playing. It's good seeing these games early on. The Man Cities, the Real Madrids, the Barca, PSGs, but the games that are going to matter is when, as I say, it's the round of 16s, the quarterfinals, where it's two legs, and this is where you're going to see what teams on what. So yeah, he loves it. Loves that Bernardo Silva. No, no. This game today's the is match day six. Today's match day six. Man, like Jay Uso, where's Jimmy? You Wait, you watched bro WWE? I've been watching WWE when it was called WWF, ECW, TNA, AEW. Yeah, listen, man. When it comes to wrestling, I don't miss. I'll tell you that, man. I'll tell you that. Yeah, man. Of course. Jey Uso, let me ask you one question, yeah? Roman Reigns' theme song now, OTC. Would you change it back to the head of the table or keep this one? I can't lie, yeah. This OTC theme that he's got going on now, I can't stand it. He's got to go back to his head of the table theme. That theme song's much better. Um, Gav, you definitely need to do more wrestling content. Yeah, bro. You know what? I was actually thinking that, man. I might actually do that still. I'm just trying to think whether to do main events. But obviously the main events are late at night, man. But again, if you guys want to jump on a stream, man, to talk wrestling, then we can hook it up, man. We can hook it up. We hook it up, man, because I do love my wrestling, man. Oh, CHERKI's taking the piss, man. Jey Uso's your favorite wrestler of all time. Let me ask you a question, bro. You must be like, don't take it the wrong way either, man. But CHERKI got fouled by his own player. Um, I'm guessing you must be quite young then, because to say that Jey Uso is your favorite wrestler of all time is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, it's hard to say Jey Uso's a great man. I think him and his brother Jimmy, they're the greatest, probably one of the greatest tag teams of all time right now, along with Team 3D, the Dudleys. But to say that he's your favorite wrestler of all time, that's just mad because I think it's the hype that he's got behind him, Jey Uso with the yeet. But to say he's the greatest of all time, that's crazy, man. Um, yeah, guys, listen, we will definitely do a wrestling stream, a pure wrestling stream. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, yeah, listen, man. But again, man, now listen, if you haven't seen Raw lately, yeah, Jey Uso's gone back with Jimmy Uso back to being a tag team now. Which, to be honest with you, yeah, I kind of prefer them as a tag team, not as a not as individual. Um, I know he won the title and that, but I think them two together as a tag team, it's more interesting. I liked it when they were part of Roman Reigns' stable, the head of the tables, the Bloodline. When you had the Usos, you had Roman Reigns. Obviously, then Solo came into it and Sami Zayn. You know what I mean? But yeah, listen, man. To say that Jey Uso is your favorite of all time, that's kind of shocked me, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of shocked me. But guys, yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're gonna definitely do a wrestling stream. So yeah, if you guys wanna jump on the stream and we just talk pure wrestling, then I'll organize that one time. Yeah, big up Fitz, man. I'll definitely get you involved, man. And guys, if there's anyone else on the that's coming today, and you want to jump on a stream talk about wrestling, then I'll hook it up one time. Maybe sometime next week. I'll hook it up. Cause yeah, man, there's loads of wrestling that I want to talk. Obviously, John Cena's last match on Saturday, main event against Gunter. Oi, Doc is through now. What's he gonna do? He don't. Oh, good save. 1-0 Juventus. I've even got Yeet shirts and his Yeet glasses and even a Yeet Jey Uso towel, even a Jey Uso. Bro, what are you doing it? Bro, how old are you, man? Let us know how old you are, man, because that's kind of concerning. I ain't gonna lie. I hope you're not a grown man, Seriously. Yeah, bro, 100%, man. We'll hook it up. We'll hook it up, man. Defo. As I said, next week, we'll sort out our day next week, man. But yeah, it'll be good. Because again, I got some wrestlers that I want to ask you guys about as well, man. Um, yeah, Weston McKennie scored. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Jay, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You've killed me too, man. Like I know you love Jay Uso, man, but to say that Jay Uso is the oh, you're 14. Okay, it makes sense then. It makes sense. It makes sense, man. Yeah, you've not really seen wrestling then. That's the thing, man. But big up, man. Big up on a stream. Oh, Darren, you're a Liverpool fan, yeah? Cool, man. What you making of this Mo Salah debacle at the moment? Then do you think Mo Salah needs to go? You think he's got to stay? Yeah. To do what? You think he should stay? Yeah. Mad. Thing is now though, what Mo Salah's done, yeah, Mo Salah's put himself under pressure now though, because Mo Salah's put himself under pressure because if he does somehow come back into the team, yeah, he's gonna be under pressure to perform, and and as soon as he doesn't put in the performance, pressure's gonna go back onto him because of the outburst. Drew Bennon's been poor tonight, man. He's been poor. Drew Bennon's been poor yet again. He's just fouling, man. Running around doing cardio, just fouling, man. That's all he does. He's shit. I ain't gonna have no one tell me Drew Benham's a top player, man. No one. I can't have no one tell me that Drew Benham's a good player, man. The guy's just running around fouling people. That's all he's doing. And then kissing the badge and punching thin air. Yeah, I see through all them antics, man. But between him and Foden, they've both been poor. Hey, Vinny's through. Played Nunes. Brahim Diaz coming on. How was that? Brahim Diaz against his old club. Was in the same U team as Phil Foden. Look. Yeah, there we go, man. Stone Cold Rock, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Hart Foundation. Listen, yeah, Fraser, man, you ain't seen night, man. If you're thinking Jey Uso is the best, then yeah, man. Sorry to say, bro, but Harry Kane, Bellingham can't play together at the World Cup. Yeah, listen, you guys already. A lot of you will know my thoughts on Jude Bellingham anyway. If Thomas Tuchel takes Jude Bellingham, then put it this way, yeah. Jude Bellingham might go to the World Cup because of pressure from the media, yeah. But if Thomas Tuchel has anything about him, yeah, he doesn't bring Bellingham because Bellingham's not going to bring nothing to this team. He's not. Because as I keep saying, England play with a 4-2-3-1. Bellingham cannot play as a deepest line midfielder along with Declan Rice or Elliot Anderson, whoever's going to play in there, because Bellingham is not disciplined enough. So the only place you could play him in that system is further advanced as a number 10. The fact that we have to watch Jude Bellingham with number 10 on his back and the fact that he's not on number 10 is all the reason why he shouldn't be going in the first place, because the players that will be playing at number 10 that he's vying with are all better than him. Morgan Rogers, Gibbs White, Cole Palmer, Foden, Eze, they're all better as number 10s than Jude Bellingham. And again, Jude Bellingham is not a number 10. He's a box-to-box 8. But the thing is with England play with two sitting midfielders. And one of them is going to be Declan Rice. And the other one right now is Elliot Anderson. So that's why Bellingham has to play further forward. But again, you don't play him there because you've got better options. So again, this is going to be something that Tuchel's going to have to think about, because yeah, it's going to be mad. But before the World Cup starts, I'm going to go through all the teams, the potential squads, and that. Obviously, that it's got a long way to go now. But you know what? I see something yesterday on France's team, yeah, and there's players that might not even get picked by France, and it just shows you the amount of strength and depth that France have. Because the list that I see the other day, I couldn't believe the amount of quality that France have that might not even go. So, as I said, yeah, you can't play Kane and Bellingham together because Harry Kane wants to drop in and play in the 10 and spray balls. Jude Bellingham, even though he is a willing runner, yeah, but it's one of them things where like his box crashing ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? If you got Harry Kane that just stays further forward and you get a number 10 in there that can do a similar thing to Harry Kane, but run with the ball as well, then it's better. But I'll tell you this now. I'm looking very closely at Thomas Tuchel because I do believe Bellingham goes to the World Cup because, as I said, media pressure, fanfare is going to mean that he does go, yeah? But Thomas Tuchel has to make a statement and not start him because there's better options there. It's as simple as that. Yeah, Newcastle 2-1. Lewis Miley, man. Player that come through the youth as well. Play Savinho. So, did you fix your hairline? Um, no, I think your wife said it's fine. So, yeah, I think your wife said it's fine, man. So, I think I'll keep it how it is. Tell you what, the holiday anyway. You know what I mean? 2-2. Bodo Glimt scored again. I have three wives. Which one? Boy, boy. Um, I'll be the pick of that, man. Don't worry about that. I'll let you know, man. Don't worry. What's wrong with this? It's mad. I have three wives. Which one, boy? I don't know who would want to be with you, man. But it's crazy. There you go, man. There you go. There you go. He can't have three wives because he's on there talking shit. You know what I mean? If you had three wives, man, then you'd be getting busy or doing something with your life. But you're coming on there just chatting rubbish. You know, who knows? Maybe you haven't got a hairline. I don't know. You know what I mean? Sar Ben David. Yeah. You know who I am, man. I ain't got a clue who you are. You know what I mean? Um, but you're coming on there, man. Talking about another man's hairline. It's crazy, man. I don't know. My mum even has a big crush on Jey Uso because of his beard and his tattoos. What am I hearing there, man? What is this? What is this? What is this? You're sounding like Sar Ben David out here, man. Let's see what Burnham does. I bet he does nothing. There you go. She's shit, man. Jude Burnham's the worst, most hyped player I've ever seen. He's the worst overhyped player I've seen. You haven't got a hairline. Too bad, man. Too bad. That's why you're hating. I get it now. I get it. I get it, man. But do you love women's football? Do you know what? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't love women's football, but I've watched quite a bit of women's football. To be fair, um, I mean that Spanish national team, they've got some serious players there, man, for women's football. You know, you think of Aitana Bonmati. Yeah, big up to Sar Ben David, man. You're coming with the hate, but you've turned it around, man, and you've given some respect, man. Yeah, listen, I'm joking, man. It's banter to me. I don't take it seriously. You know what I mean? In this field, man. If you're not bantering, if you haven't got thick skin, then it's not for you, man. So whenever I'm on there, if someone comes on there and gives me banter or says anything, I just give it back, man. It is what it is. But yeah, man, it's as I say, it's just banter at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, women's football, you know, you got Aitana Bonmati, you've got Alexia Putellas, Vicky Lopez as well, Claudia Pina, um is it Alexandrini as well? And you've got what's the name? There's some other players as well. But Spain have got some serious players, man, and they've got loads of talent. Salma Paralelo as well. Um yeah, they've got some serious players, man. Even that Barcelona team, Caroline Graham Hansen as well. Yeah, man. Obviously you got Reece James's sister, Lauren James. Um, Sam Kerr. Yeah, there's loads of players. Yeah, there's loads of players, man. Yeah, Chloe Kelly's good, man. She's good. She's good. From that England team, I like Chloe Kelly. I think she's good. Obviously Lauren James is good. I think the midfielder's good as well. Kira Walsh. She used to be at Barcelona. She's good. You can see why she played for Barca because she's very cultured. Um, ooh, she's very cultured. Yeah. Um, who else is there, man? I feel there's someone else there as well. You've got Lucy Bronze. She's dominant as well. Yeah, there's some good women players out there, man. To be fair, I'm not even gonna lie. There's some good women players out there. Yeah, I mentioned Lucy Bronze. Yeah. Um, who's the centre back for Chelsea that they signed? I think she might be the highest women transfer or something like that. The wrestler my mum has a crush on is is Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, little bit of Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre and LA Knight. So what? No brothers, nah? No brothers in there. Okay. I see what your mum's on there. Sophie Kendall. Who's that? Who's Sophie Kendall? You got Bunny Shaw as well. She's dominant. Man City striker. Um, yeah, your mum's going for a mad roster there, boy. That's what? 2, 4, 6. What about Sophia Kendall? What about Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods? Or is it a certain demographic she's going for? My mum doesn't like Jimmy because she only likes men with hair on chest and beards that are small. Jimmy's beard is too big. Mum's booked a battle royal. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me, man. Boy. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Guys, 10 minutes left, man. 10 minutes left. Real Madrid are pushing. Hendricks come on as well, you know. Her type is wrestlers with dark hair, and my mum and me are white Scottish people. Okay. What about the War Raiders, no? The war the War Raiders. Coventry are getting promoted from the champ this season. Yeah, listen, Coventry are doing well under Frank Lampard, man. How did they get on yesterday? Didn't they play didn't they play Birmingham yesterday? I think it was. What was the score yesterday against Birmingham? I think it was Birmingham. No, it wasn't Birmingham. Birmingham played QPR. Um, Coventry played Preston. How did they get on yesterday? They got Haji Wright, man. Haji Wright's one of the best players in that league. He's a problem, Haji Wright. Shawn Michaels, you know. Boy, get your mum on the stream, man. We'll have some debates. Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart. That's a foul. That's a foul, yeah. It's a foul, definitely. She's sleeping. Boy, okay. You're killing me, man. The elimination chamber can hold 6 man too. Boy, she can be the ref. You know what I mean? Just get all those 6 that she has a crush on. She can be the ref, man. She'll be in her element. I'm telling you. She'll be in her element. Her top favorite crush is Jey Uso. Boy, she's probably yeeting in her sleep, man. She's probably doing. She might wake up yeeting. Who knows? If that's the case. Are you doing a live after this watch along? Um, I didn't plan to. I didn't plan to, man. I didn't plan to. Jey Uso is the corniest superstar, not gonna lie. To be fair, it's actually quite mad how he's kind of how he's this popular. I mean, he's that popular that people now saying that he's the best ever wrestler of all time. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And again, him and his brother together as a tag team, they'll definitely go down as one of the best tag teams of all time. They will. But him on a single run, yeah, I think it's coming to the end now. Really, you can see because him and his brother now are going for the tag titles again against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. So, but they got to contend with the New Day as well. Well, what about Big E? Does your mum like Big E, Jey Uso? Yeah, 100%, Kaya. 100%, man. They need to Savinho done it again. He messed it up. You know what it is, yeah? I would love to see the bloodline come back together, man, with Roman Reigns, the Usos, um, and then not get Solo Sokoa back because obviously he's got his own family tree going on. Sami Zayn, obviously, but they need to get the bloodline back, man, and get Roman Reigns back to his head of the table theme. Because I ain't gonna lie, yeah, his theme song right now, OTC, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. His theme song now. He needs to get the head of the table theme song back, man. Boy, nah, bro, man. Nah, listen. If she's got all them men on the go, man, it's gonna be difficult for me, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, 2-2, Grimaldo again. Yeah, she's got all those wrestlers that she's got crushes on, man. It's a non-starter for me, boy. Non-starter. What's War Dance? What's that? War Dance, what's that? 6 minutes, well, 5 minutes left plus stoppage time. What are you watching it on? What's that? Darren, what do you mean? What am I watching it on? What do you mean? What am I watching what on? Oh, the football. Yeah, I'm watching it on TNT Sport. What are you doing, Hendrick? Just play Brahim Diaz. Benham's first touch, man, is a slide tackle. He's shit. His first touch is a slide tackle. Rodrigo's gonna get booked. Rodrigo looks different, you know. He looks like he's put on weight, man. Like he's put on bare weight. It's the boots as well, man. He used to wear Nike. He now wears Adidas, and he's put on bare weight, man. It's crazy. Even his hair, man. His hair's grown. Yeah, this ain't the same Rodrigo that I remember, man. What's happening? Good save from Donnarumma. Hendrick header. Cena's last match on Saturday night, Gav. You locking in for it? Yeah, listen, he's fighting Gunter, man. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that definitely, man. Definitely. Um, but again, man, you got CM Punk and what's his name, Ron Breaker. It's crazy at the moment, man, because even like Roman Reigns, he's not even on Raw or SmackDown too tough no more at the moment. It's crazy what's going on at the moment. But you got the Vision, man. Seth Rollins is going to be back. You know what they should do, yeah? They should do. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do it, yeah. But they need to get Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins back together again. You know what I mean? Whether they do like a little shield, mini shield or something, I don't know. But the vision with Bron Breaker, Bronson Reed, um, you got Logan Paul obviously in there now as well. And then obviously the mystery man that's doing the stomp. As I said, I think it's Austin Theory, you know. But they gotta get some sort of team together, man, to go against them. Because they're running a mock at the moment. You know, LA Knight's just getting LA Knight got destroyed on Monday night the other day, man. Crazy. Played Reinders. Corner. Hey, looks like Xabi Alonso gonna get sacked, boy. Roman has been on that Brock type schedule for a while since he announced his leukemia. Yeah, I remember that, man. I remember that. That was crazy, man. That was crazy when that happened. But it's good he got over it, man. You know what I mean? But it's weird. Obviously, once he got over the leukemia, that's when his whole tribal head of the table started, isn't it? After that. Oh, that was dirty. That was dirty for Bernardo Silva. But yeah, listen, man. I want to see what the next Roman Reigns um, storyline is going to be, man. But he definitely needs to ditch this song, man. This song is pissing me off, man. The head of the table was much better. Not this OTC nonsense. Bron Breaker, I can't stand him. He's a piece of garbage. Guys, 4 minute stoppage time. Xabi Alonso has 4 minutes to save his job, but even a draw, man, I think he's done. Yeah, I think the boos though were coming because they don't rate him as a wrestler, innit? Same thing with John Cena. They didn't rate him as a wrestler as well, but there's no doubting, man, that Roman Reigns is one of the biggest superstars now, man. Like, in terms of the women's, yeah, they absolutely love Rhea Ripley. Like Rhea Ripley's one of the most she's one of the most like liked superstars that I've women superstars that I've seen for a while. They love Rhea Ripley. They love her, man. Like I've never seen a woman wrestler get as much like um yeah, I've never seen oh unlucky. I've never seen a woman wrestler be as cheered as much as Rhea Ripley. It's crazy. They got Arda Güler doing up left back. What's going on there, man? Savinho. Yeah, I know that, man. Yeah, China. Yeah, China was ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. But he actually left China to go with Stephanie McMahon. That's the funny thing. Good ball, Valverde. Ooh, it actually it hit Goulet, I think. Or was that Diaz? Boy, last chance looks like. Good defending. Game over. Guys, I said 2-1 City, didn't I? Should have put a bet on, man. I said 2-1 City. Or if you've got a bet on now, man, you must be nervous. If this is the one game. Yep. I said City win. Full time. There you have it, guys. 2-1 Manchester City. You know, I called it right, man. I could just see that City were going to win this game, man, because pressure was on Xabi Alonso. And there you have it, man. No, I didn't even bet, man. I didn't bet it. But I said before the game, City will win 2-1. I think Xabi Alonso's gone now, boy, because City in good form at the moment, boy. Doing well. They got Palace on the weekend. That'll be a tough game. Palace are in fourth. But City will be confident, man. They're in form at the moment. And they've got players in their team that will cause problems. Boy, 2-1, man. Crazy. Crazy. So look, guys, look at that, yeah? So I know Arsenal fans will be going mad, yeah, but Champions League at the moment. So you've got Arsenal are top, 18 points from 6 games. So they've won every game, literally. Yeah. Bayern Munich, 15 points from 6 games. PSG, 13 points from six. City are fourth, 13. Atalanta are fifth on 13. Inter on 12. Real Madrid are on 12. Atletico Madrid are on 12. Liverpool are on 12. Dortmund 11. Tottenham 11. Newcastle, Chelsea, Sporting Lisbon, Barcelona on 10. Marseille are on 9. Juve are on 9. Galatasaray are on 9. It's crazy, isn't it? I didn't realize it was. Didn't realize Barcelona in 15th. Is that right? Didn't know they were in 15th. So that game against Eintracht Frankfurt yesterday was crucial that they actually won it. So they can get 16 points with the next 2 wins. So yeah, man, it's looking crazy. But again, it means nothing because it just means getting through to the next round and then cementing yourself there, really. But Napoli are 23rd. Cherky, boy. So what was a Newcastle? Yeah, listen. There's two more games to play in there's two more games to play in the Champions League group stage. And then yeah, as I say, round the 16 is where it starts. But guys, listen up. Big up yourselves for coming on each and every time. My laptop's messing up, man. Annoying. But yeah, no, big up to yourselves for coming on for the watch along. As we said, Man City right now winners, and you have to think that that's the end of it for Xabi Alonso. I'll be very surprised if he sees another game, but who knows, man? It is what it is. But yeah, man, not a great game, but it was a big game for both teams, and City got over the line, and it is what it is, you know. On they go, man. On they go. So they're in good form, man, and they got Palace on the weekend, which won't be easy, but you'd expect them to win that game. Obviously, Arsenal playing Wolves. I think Arsenal are going to batter Wolves. I'm expecting at least 4-0 as a minimum. But yeah, man, it's going to be an interesting competition. But there's nothing to get carried away with, really. So at the moment, because it's one of them things, man, where as I said, round the 16 is where you're going to really see what's going on. You can see Marmoush ain't happy, boy. He's not happy, Marmoush, man. He's looking happy now, but he won't. Um, Alonso to Liverpool confirmed in Jan. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine if Slot goes to Real Madrid and Alonso goes to Liverpool. A little swap around. I can't see it happening, but who knows, man? Who knows? But guys, big up yourselves each and every time for coming through. Big up to all the mods as well. Um, I should be back, guys, tomorrow. Probably tomorrow in the evening time. Obviously, if I'm normally I'm live at 12:30, but I'm not sure if I can be live tomorrow morning. But as always, keep an eye on the schedule. Make sure you guys have got your notifications on, see when I go live. And yeah, we're gonna try and catch up on some of this Man United talk before the weekend. Obviously, Man United playing Bournemouth on Monday, and we're gonna catch up on some of the talk that's been going on. So yeah, make sure you guys come through tomorrow. As I said, it might be an evening one, but as I said, keep an eye on the schedule each and every time. And as I said, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel, and make sure you share the channel as well, guys. As I said, next week we'll definitely be doing a wrestling stream, man. We'll just get some. Obviously, Fitz will be coming on. And again, if you're a wrestling fan and you want to come on stream and discuss some wrestling talk, by all means, let me know. And again, I can send you guys the link for the channel. But yeah, big up yourselves each and every time. Smash the like button, sub to the channel, share the channel. And yeah, I'm going to catch you guys in a bit. Take it easy. Big up.